welcome back to my channel, TorAthena, where today I am reviewing Reborn, issue 1 by Image Comics. Oh, by the way, before I do this comic review, I'm going to be one of them really annoying YouTubers and say that I've got an announcement at the end of this video, so please don't turn it off straight away. What's the review, then what's the announcement? It's huge, I promise, it's great. This comic is $3.99 and is drawn by one of my favourites, Mark Millar, and drawn by Greg Capullo. There is very little I want to say about this comic because I do spoiler-free reviews and it kind of breaks in to something that you wasn't expecting almost straight away, so it's very hard for me to tell you what this story is about. But what I will tell you is that it touches on life after death and what happens from this world and the next and transitions and everything like that, but that is all I'm going to say. But even though that I can't tell you much about it, I am doing that for a reason, because not only do I want to spoil it for you guys, but it's such a wonderful read that I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to have the exact same effect that I had when I was reading this for the first time. Now, there's no secret that I adore a lot of Mark Millar's work, so I don't want you to think that I'm being biased by just saying, oh, it's so good. It's so good because Mark Millar has kind of the Midas touch with things, and one of the things I love and always do love in films, books, comic books, video games are what-if stories. Anything that takes a reality that we know and gives it a slight twist. Old Man Logan is about 50 years after the bad guys win. Superman Red Son is about what if Superman landed in Russia instead of America. Civil War is what if the superheroes had to be registered, what would happen? Mark Millar is just this incredible man at taking a world that we know and just asking a very different question, and it turns what we think is the norm onto its head. This comic is kind of the same thing. It takes the life that we know and asks a simple question: is there a life after death? And with that, he's made a story. You can tell also that this first issue, the concept that he's running with, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many questions, nothing's really been answered, but you are so up to date with everything that's going on, you're not getting lost, you can follow it very clearly, but you need to know what's going on. You can't be satisfied with just one issue. The art is gory but beautiful. It's detailed, it's animated and colourful. It reminds me of like Fiona Staples if she gave a little bit more detail to things, more lines to faces, more detail to the objects around her. I love it. It sounds weird to say, but I love artists that make characters attractive, and not so much that I mean like, oh, I am attracted to them. When I draw, I like to try and make the women sexy and badass and the men sexy and badass. So I love it when other artists do the same thing. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're half naked and they've got massive boobs, not at all, but facially pleasing faces in comic books are really nice to read and follow. That's what I mean. Overall, this comic is absolutely amazing and I just can't handle how much, once again, that I need to just get everything that Mark Millar makes, and it's amazing. Also, for the big announcement with this, if you're a fan of Mark Millar, please put into your diaries that on Sunday, I, one of the fellow Gamma Dame podcast hosts, will be on the YouTube channel The Gamma Dames doing a live show at 8 PM London time, interviewing Mark Millar. Yes, not a lookalike, not someone cosplaying Mark Millar, the Mark Millar, the freaking Mark Millar. We will be interviewing him. You can also go to our Twitter page, The Gamma Dames, and use the hashtag #AskGammaDames, and you can ask a question that you'd like Mark Millar to answer, and we will read out the questions for him. So please feel free to do that. Links will be below for The Gamma Dames, for my blog channel, for my shop, for everything. There's so many links down there, it's ridiculous, but the top ones will be of The Gamma Dames, so you can subscribe to the channel, because then it will announce to you when the show's going up, and you know, it's quite a cool show. We do an hour once a month and we do it live, so you can always chat to us and tweet to us and stuff, and we just talk about comics and cheese, a lot of cheese. We are 3 unhealthily obsessed women over cheese. But how exciting will that be? Mark Millar and cheese. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Have you read Reborn yet? What do you think? Please comment below, because that's why I do these videos. I love talking about comics. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because I do geeky videos every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!